I'm going to read it in English, and then you can repeat it in Tlingit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Step 1. When salmon is first brought in, you wash thoroughly.
Hot. Kunach de oostnoot. Hot. Jan Sheet'ka Kwaan. But then the oostnoot. Wash thoroughly.
Step 2. Cut the head off.
Als je heel erg doet gaan nooit. Als je doet gaan nooit. Gaat je gemakkelijk als je
Step 3. Slice the salmon in half and clean out. On one side, leave the tail attached, and on the opposite side, keep the backbone attached so that the fish will balance on the smoking stick.
Als je doet gaan nooit, zie je wel kan ik dat. Als je doet gaan nooit. Dan kan ik ja achter. Hoe doet Uzi het nog gewoon? Als je doet gaan kan ik. Als je de doet gaan nooit. Als you go over to the backbone. Als je daar het achter gaat nooit. Ook gewoon balance yourself. On hit to there. Let it wash go. Teiḳweidí who's Thai. On. Teiḳweidí. It cooks and becomes soft. You got to control the heat in the smokehouse to where your fish is not too hot getting cooked. You hand it, and leaving the tail on there is the balance on one side, and the side you cut it on is the balance of the other side, and it hangs nicely on that. That's why I said there are several ways you can make this. Chookaneidí is a half-smoked fish. It's really good. It's really good to eat. Half-smoked fish.
Okay. You're going to hang in the smokehouse with very light smoke. And I said the next day, but sometimes it's 2 or 3 days. You bring the salmon out of the smokehouse to slice.
And I got ahead of the
It's okay.
and we were talking about the heat, how important that is. If you put too much heat, if you put too much fire, it's almost like you ruined it. You ruined the perfect dry fish that you would have made, or the Naidi, or the.
Did you say it in Tlingit first? Did you already say that in Tlingit?
Teiḳweidí awa duchasnus a deqi ka kuu awa balance is a salk ya did it call balance. If you are not following that step, you put it up there and pretty soon you can find it laying on the floor because it's not balanced properly.
Okay. You're going to, after a couple of days or after an evening of light smoke, you're going to, and I can't say definitely, it could be 1, 2, 3 days. It depends on the size of the fish.
Again, we're talking about the time it's spent into that low heat, the low heat fire.
Yeah, in Tlingit.
Tätä janakuusta ei niin oiakään. Atkisiis. Ajakkoa. Uus iikhaa. It cooks. That is good. Ajawa. Kwaan. Teiḳweidí. Chookaneidí. Kan. Adekukaan. Teiḳweidí. Ajakkoa. Teiḳweidí. Nask. Although slicing board, yes, here's the salt.
Okay, get to that. We're going to slice off the backbone and the tail.
To make the newspaper dry fish or Naidi or whatever you're planning to make, you take that backbone out. Throw it away. No, you don't throw it away. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's the way it looks after you take that backbone out. And when you boil that, or even if roasted, it's very good. Like if he took this home now and roasted it, it would really be good to eat.
Or if you went on a camping trip or fishing or hunting in the winter time, this is what you would take. Easy to transport and it's edible. So in Tlingit though, Al.
A deqi. Oyenatish. Herhat. Odus kooknus. Atsu. Awahedi atene dat. Dus ich. Atke atchayo. Eyan shaka. Yan zakao atcha. Ajoa. Dusneer. Save it. Because it's really a good edible food. Easy to transport. when Kakian went on that real hike, they had to have light packs. And that's about the lightest pack as you can get after it's done. And it's still something you can eat.
Did you already say remove the backbone?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to put it on a slicing board, which is an A-frame standing form. Using a sharp knife, start slicing down the belly.
I'd go high that Chookaneidí caught easy. And if it's a dog salmon, it's going to have a lot of flesh. And when you cut that flesh, you hand it over with a stick too. And very tasty. You can walk a long ways with that. Two mountains. 3 mountains. Hannah's Bay, Kelp Bay. That's a long ways to walk in one day.
You're going to start slicing down the back of the salmon and down through the collar. Very important that you split that collar in half because that's where some of the balance comes from. Be careful to keep flesh attached to the collarbone and the skin. Slice the collar right down the middle.
Careful, yes. It's like an artist. You're cutting, and it turns into Chookaneidí, which is half smoked salmon, or you can smoke it for another 3 days, and it turns into a Teiḳweidí, Dryfish.
Okay.
And a little while ago I told you about her mom. She came to me one day and she said, I don't know why they don't use you. You know so much. That's her mom. And I was okay with that. And I told them, Teiḳweidí. It's okay. If you need my assistance in any way, I'll assist them. But that was her mother that came to me one day and...
That was Jesse Johnny. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're going to add a little more smoke on when you have the fish initially cut out, all in one piece. And then on the second and third day, you're going to add a lot of smoke.
It's echt Kadeen. Het risico zit heel hoog. Lots of smoke here, lots of smoke. And now it's gonna become a dry fish. And I get a little bit too far ahead, so I have to stay behind her, and I can.
Yeah. I'm going to read again. When the fish, because they can adjust all this when you're putting it together, right? When the fish is firm with smoke and heat removed from the stick, this is the atqishi sus stage.
Atqishi.
Cut a small hole on the collar or side, rearrange the salmon and hang up vertically. Hang the stick with the fish away from the direct heat, add more heat and smoke until salmon is completely dry. Depending on the weather, 3 to 4 additional smoking days might be enough to thoroughly dry the fish. If fish is not dried, mold will set in. If mold sets in, do not throw away. Get a bucket of salt water and remove the mold. Soaking in the water will soften the fish. The fish is ready to boil with seal oil and potatoes.
You were talking about mold, penicillin, and people didn't laugh or throw it away or stuff like that. They respected it highly. And she told that little story about the boy that Sheet'ka Kwaan. He was laughing about what Teiḳweidí means, that it's molded. And then we don't even worry about mold that much, even now. We just wash it off and put it in the oven and bake it, and it's just as good as ribeye steak. And it's ready to go ahead and process it all the way to a dry fish or Chookaneidí, which means half smoked. You bake it in the oven or you boil it in a pot, and potatoes, and yeah, you probably have to put some seal grease on there. But you're getting to a process right now where you're Chookaneidí or dry fish. The only difference is time. Half of that is going to be Chookaneidí. Very good tasting fish. Dry fish, same thing. And you can put it in the oven and roast them, or you can put it in a pot and boil it with potatoes.
That's it?
No,
I think that's it. All the steps.